24. Be devoted. Love is great in novels only. But there are only profit and loss and debit and credit in practical life. You can care of love, but it is a wastage of everything. At last, peace, reputation, deeds, heroism, wisdom and intelligence of a man goes to ashtray. Love gives man peace but not relaxation. Love means an eternal peace in a network of problems. Love means depth and mental tensions. Don't love anybody wholeheartedly, because it will end by pains. The reality of love is burning at the beginning and sacrificing life at the end. If you want to be relieved of the burning of love, you may keep away from love. Love is like a cigarette which begins with fire and ends with ashes. A jungle is burned by sunshine and a mind is burned by love. Love flies with rhythms like a colorful butterfly, which leaves a colorless gloominess after its departure. The other name of loneliness is love. Love is mainly full of fears and worries. Love is false, love is a mistake, it is nothing but an illusion of a few days. When a fool falls on love, he becomes overwhelmed and add many a colorful imaginations in it and make it wonderful. When his illusion is over, he is left aside and he can't imagine what has happened. He loses his beloved forever, he can never see her. True love is very scarce in this world. Love is like a life, once gone, does not come back. Love is having no principle, love brings death and painful mental agony, which are the preconditions of love, and cries, mourning, deceit, vice and application of force and repentance also add themselves with it, but time and tide wait for none. A man likes thinking about estrangement only when disappointed from his beloved. Love snatches more than what it gives. A man becomes too helpless when his love is lost. Never understand that all our happiness and existence are so much dependent to others. None of us understand that we are restlessly running and living like a deer driven by a hunter with the hope of touching the soft hands and getting the consolation of love. After being satisfied, remains silent and afraid and looks at partner with gratitude. Love is like a severe type of tuberculosis. Love is not a constant source of happiness, but sometimes it begets great unhappiness. Love is a chronic mental disease. Love is nothing but excitement of nervous system. In fact, there is nothing called love, for ages has created love by self-deception. The term love is derived as a result of deceit formed generations after generations. Self-love is behind all loves. Man has even tried to break down love and affection. But it is found that life itself becomes unstable due to this. A man's conscious and subconscious mind is fastened by some ropes of thoughts. This fascination is the stability of life. Unequal friendship is very bad. Love between high and low is totally objectionable. When immoral love faces any complication, an immoral love is grown. Without mutual regard and feelings, love does not last and ends by hatred. When a love is suppressed, hatred is replaced there. There is no difference between love and hatred. If a beloved does not come closer, the lover hates her. Again, when she does not go far after coming closer, the lover hates her. Everything is accurately measured. If there is a little deviation, love becomes hatred and hatred becomes love. As love is to be given in exchange of love, in exchange of hatred, nothing can be given except hatred. A great love grows from a great hatred. Love and hatred fulfill each other. We love and hate without any reason. Where there is no envy, there is no love. Love is strong like death and envy is cruel like a grave. Sympathy and love are as hard as prison. Love is an acute emotion, it has severe bitterness even in the best love. The more strong a love, the more strong is anger. Don't love anybody blindly, as its result is not good. A blind love is nothing but an emotion and envy gives it fulfillment. Success is not limited to love only on union with the beloved. The greatness of love does not lie on desire for union, not on catching hold of the hand and desiring for union forever, and not on end of desire for love. Greatness of love does not lie on its fulfillment but on a liberal and delightful sacrifice without any exchange. When there is no way sexual union, urge for marriage remaining very strong. Men could not be fully satisfied by sex as such. They have made love greater. There is more depot of delight bondage and is more lasting, as such, it is more valuable. The love which is not expressed by physical action is much more enlightened. A woman's love is her profusion and a man's love is a fascination. Men are always a prey to love and the women are hunter. As a hunter loves his gun as an instrument for hunting, women also love men as an instrument for producing a child. Love can be compared only with the relation between a hunter and his gun. Women love men as the soldiers love their guns. Men are the only instruments for serving the purposes of women, as guns are to the soldiers. Both wine and women are a little good. Flirt with both of them occasionally but don't surrender to them. Otherwise, they won't leave you. At last, you will find that you have become their slave. Remember, what is a heaven today will become a hell tomorrow. Keep away from wine and women. As if you incline towards them, they will eat you. Love is a fascination. Fascination for love is stronger than that of wine. A man becomes intoxicated by wine but he becomes mad by love. Can an educated man love a woman for her physique only? Is love and sex are the same? Is a heart without love, is a heart in fact? Can a desert be called a heaven? The love which is more exhibiting is less substantial. Hide and seek is an art of love. The moment a love is recognized, loses all its attractions. When a love is satisfied, its beauty lessens to a great extent. Where there is too much of love, there is too much of separation. Love grows by love and can come to end within a moment. A love will never be full-fledged, if it fully recognized and warmly welcomed to one's home permanently. As a man cannot guarantee his longevity, one cannot promise for keeping his love upright forever. A man can only promise to take care of his life in love. An old love is subsided by a new love. Love is very temporary, like the essence of a flower, which goes away if anybody wants to prolong it. It then becomes a bottle of wine or vomiting and its madly fragrance does not remain anymore. It is a fallacy to think for loving a man or woman throughout whole life is like thinking of burning a candle forever. The notion that a beloved will never change is not right. A love stops a clock and time stops a love. A love kills happiness, and happiness kills a love. Love is the most kind as well as the most cruel. Love is very soft, calm and abstract. Wild emotion, strong feelings and thirst expression is not there in love. If a love is not enjoyed, it grows deeper day by day. A real love keeps us away. If a love cannot be enjoyed, is not a love at all. Love is not for consumption but for enjoyment and feelings. Love and devotion of a conscious and wise man are the same. Love never wants anything, there is no room for fear in love, love is for love, this is the final flourishment of love. Wealth goes away, beauty is faded, live ends fast, strength reduces but love lasts forever. Life is nothing but a dream for a few moments. Although the love of a mother for her child is greater, still the love between a man and a woman is like the love of Creator and vitality. Love of mankind is of 5 kinds: calm love, dependence on parents, servitude love, serving others, friendly love, love between 2 persons of equal status, affectionate love, loving like a child, nice love, the love between a husband and wife. Devotion is of 12 kinds, direct moods are of 5 kinds: calmness, servitude, friendliness and affection. Sweet and indirect moods are of 7 kinds: smiley, kind, shine, heroic, affectionate, fear, ugly and peculiar. The characters of slaves and devotees are called servitude-like character. Character of friends is friendly. Character of parents is affectionate. Character of women are sweet or charming. Love is of 2 kinds, personal and illicit love. Calm devotion love, servitude devotion desire, friendly devotion are the first stage of affection. Affectionate devotion are the last stages of love. Sweet love reaches at the fulfillment of a love. Love and devotion varies according to the variation of the way of nursing and expression of desires. Inactivity, severity, epilepsy, impulsiveness, contradiction, death, dream, shame, terror, indifference, depression, poverty, suffering, labor, wine, pride, fear, apprehension, emotion, insanity, forgetfulness, disease, illusion, memory, laziness, modesty, watchful, discussion, thought, intention, firmness, joy, curiosity, intolerance, envy, sleep, drowsiness. Feelings are the various stages of mentality. Feelings are of three kinds: physical, carelessness, and conduct. Physical: defeat, thought, and negligence. Carelessness: beauty, physique, enlighten, liberalism, and patience. Innate: sport, dalliance, separation, coquetry, amorous agitation, silent expression of returned affection, movement of the waist, haughty indifference, languid gestures, and disgust. Physical and mental pains are recovered by cheerfulness. There are four: deception of love. Those are preliminary expression, egoism, maintaining distance, and various ways of expression of love. Love is the greatest source of enjoyment. Love is the root of sexual intercourse. Love is created from habit, mentality, memory, and flow of life. Embracing and kissing are the symptoms of love. There are 5 kinds of love: tiny, casual, sudden, from worry and outburst. Love for a negligible thing is tiny love. Love grows after interval is casual love. Love created suddenly is sudden love. Love due to loss of self-control is worry love. And love transmitted to the whole body is outburst of love. He who nurses a love, is shelter of love, and who is presented a love is the subject of love. Love is again of 2 kinds: natural and reasonable. A natural love comes out of a man's nature, which is not under the control of a man. And a reasonable love comes out of conscience, which is under a man's control. Love melts a cruel heart like a wax. Love is the wonder and sanctity of boyhood, speed, strength, and fascination of youth, and remembrance and dream of the old age. Love is a need and fascination to the young men and women, a habit to the middle-aged persons. Love is not forgetting a beloved for ever a moment. He who keeps his eyes open but does not look at anybody, remains like a deaf, does not feel hunger, does not conscious about naked, does not mix up with people for worldly affairs, is a real lover. They are free from pride and egoism and feel themselves negligible. The extreme symptom of obedience is love. As such, a lover becomes habituated to obey her beloved. If you want to love a woman, you are to observe all her outer and inner qualities and beauties. In this way, you will gain peace and stability of mind. When a person refrains from bad activities, devotion, integrity, chaste fascination, love and sex grows. As a result, he becomes calm, free from frustration, efficacious, apathetic, free from pride, expectless, eagerless, devoted to God, and a lover. They never become angry. This kind of love gradually deepens and converts into affection, regardfulness, marriage, love, passion, emotion, and a greatness of thought. These kinds of thought are expressed as a permanent mood: acquaintance, dignity, Puritan mood, and ends at adultery. There are 4 kinds of mood, such as exciting mood, inciting mood, influencing mood, and stable mood. Exciting means which creates a permanent affect in a man's mind. The excitement which creates happiness and unhappiness in a man's mind is called supporting excitement. And the matter at the site of which inspiration is created is called inspiring excitement. The state of mind happiness and unhappiness is realized is called incitement. The mood which sometimes becomes active in a mind and sometimes goes away is called influencing mood. When inspiration, mourning, surprise, anger, fear, love, smile, shame, etc. position firmly in a man's mind, the state is called a stable mood. Improvement of voice and religious activities are 2 kinds: exciting moods. Dance, music, and knowledge are the branches of inciting mood. Stiffness, sweat, romance, variation of voice, shivering, pallor, daring, and being senseless are the different physical and mental phenomena of a man is called Puritan mood. As after putting seeds in the field, if it is not watered, no crops grows over the likewise if a love is neglected for a long time it diminishes from the minds of both the lover and the beloved. The management of the love school is of a separate nature. The more you remember it, the more you will be involved in it. Love will teach you real internal beauty and techniques of love by the unlimited affectionate wave. As love can be gained by beauty, it is to be preserved and made permanent by good qualities and obedience. Food and drinks are attractive till you are hungry and thirsty. As such, the thirst for love perseverance, something is attained. One achieves something only through austerity. A lover cannot be an unruly. He who is more careful and wise, is more sensitive to love pains. A wise man can love like a man but not like a fool. He is wise who loves much but expresses less. A real love is like a ghost, everybody discusses about it but a few sees it. Love and murder can never be hidden. Love and smoke cannot be covered. Man can hide everything but two things. These two things are if a man is drunkard and if he falls on love. Sometimes loves of famous people remain secret. Intelligent lover their love a little. Love is the wisdom of fools, and foolishness of the wise. Love often makes logical persons illogical, and illogical persons logical. To all women, all men are childish, whom they love. Women character is such, when we go forward to love them, they don't love us. And when we don't love them, they come forward to love us. Much time is not required to win a vacant heart. A woman wants to rule on her lover and an undertaking of slavery from him. A woman understands the symptoms of a man's love very quickly. A woman enjoys the madness of man's love. Love of a man is the strength of a woman and the capital of her life. Women want a home identity of her husband and his social status. Otherwise an ideal love does not last long. Women are naturally careful, as such they make a nest after falling on love. And men are naturally unruly. As such, they break their nest after falling on love. Love of a man is too wild, too foolish and too impatient. When a man thinks of only one woman, all the women of the world become valueless to him. Love is like a blind bomb falling from a tree, nobody can guess earlier on whose shoulder it will fall down. When love touches somebody, it changes him or her physically and mentally. Then a girl blooms like a flower, figure becomes nice and face becomes charming. And boys become inwardly after fallen on love and their movements become well controlled. In his words and acts, he no more remains ruthless but seems to be dependent on somebody. Love of a man makes a woman crying and the love of woman can strengthen a man to his maximum. The man who could not shine in his life, lacks inspiration from a woman. A woman has satisfied him physically but could not satisfy his heart. But if that becomes unsuccessful, it becomes a great tragedy. Love is signified by sacrifice, not by enjoyment. Dual love of a man and a woman becomes full-fledged by their social welfare activities. Love lessens the shyness of a woman and increases that of a man. Love is a need for women that is very ordinary like a regular clothing, there is no wonder, exclamation or joy in it. But for a man, love is a rare luxury of like a costly clothing of a poor, he who gains it, gains with much cost. So only the man fallen on love can sacrifice a lot and can do hard work. To fall on love many times of the same person is the symptom of a successful love. In love, there is food for woman's body, mind and life. And a man has in it memory, madness, satisfaction and oblivion of few moment. Marriage unites two hearts but a heart struggle throughout life goes on to discover this union. A happy conjugal bondage is a new start of life and a new point of happiness and necessity. There is no wrong, dirt or slong in the love between a man and a woman. Relation of love between a man and a woman is the best personal relation between two persons. Love of a woman cannot wait, God has not given her such leisure. A man learns how to love after much compulsion and hits. Friendship often ends at love but love does not end at friendship. Friends are generally of the same sex. But when a man and a woman fall on love, sometimes it is said that they are friends only, which is a logic for logic. Relation between an unknown man and a woman can grow either based on courtesy or on love. The lives of the two persons of opposite sex which is courted of a genuine and heavenly love, all the wealth of the world is negligible to them. Love grows inwardly, is flourished inwardly and attracts its lover inwardly. Love makes a man and a woman unparalleled courageous. Loves even take the risk of life if their union is impossible. Love does not follow the rules of any caste, religion or superstition. Superstition, fear from the consequences, fear from God and love for motherland have suppressed the sense organs of men and woman. A country can be divided into two parts by a political or a religious issue. Ownership of land can be transferred by law, but unity of a man and a woman cannot be separated by any politics, faith or law. The conscience of love is above the conscience of the society. Love is a product of civilization, is the child of the fine feelings of a civilized age. Naturally, a man loves that which he sees beautiful and enjoys its beauty. That is why it is hard to attract a man's love too thoughtful to an imagined spiritual thing. By an abstract love, a real and eternal love is gained. But it is nothing but a fallacy to search for anything eternal and impossible in this world. At the first sight of a beloved, it is felt that a very old friend is seen after a long separation, as if it is not a new meeting but a reunion. It is not like introduction with an unknown person but like reunion with somebody. A lover gets mental peace for a while even dreaming her beloved. As a dry and old flower is found inside a book. He waits to be united with her beloved throughout his life. He who loves only can love Allah. Don't stop in the field of love but go forward and prosper. It is a long way. Go upward step by step and reach the peak. Love is a secret story of mystery. It is full of the stories of a lover who surrenders himself to the love of her beloved lonely and silently. It is like the flowers given to a god by devotee. Love is such an unseen fascination that the loves always want to fasten each other. Love is such a fascination that it always wants to keep its partner along. Men always try to live by loving something. We find eternity only in her whom we love. Love is the feeling of eternity within a span of life. Just after loving somebody, the hidden desires of the heart comes out. Everybody should love himself, fully and hygienically, so that he can remain with himself and is not misguided. One is to love for his own salvation. Otherwise we keeping on burning ourselves throughout our life. To love somebody is to inspire to live. Love is created out of self-love. Love itself makes its way of roaming. Love is an urgent job for a lazy man. But love brings destruction for warriors and a great obstacle for a king. When we don't have anything up to our liking, we should love whatever is available for us. Love makes everything beautiful. Love makes a man self-controlled, virtuous, strong, careful, firm, struggling, great and glorious. If anybody can overcome fear, can neglect danger, loss and death, then it is love. He is the only worthy person who loves something. Non-existence of love in a heart means non-existence of the person. Love is an universal and great need of mankind. Love makes a life wealthy, death, glorious, and a deprived one, burning. Books, education, yoga, wisdom, all are like dust in front of love. Love is devotion, it is wisdom, it is salvation. Life is not for love but love is for life. Whatever significant development has been there in the world, has been done by the inspiration of love. Wideness is life and narrowness is death. Love is life and envy is death. Whenever there is love, there is expansion, and where there is selfishness, there is squeezing. A lover is alive and a selfish is dead. So, as love is the only rule of life, as without respiration one cannot live, and same is the case with love, as such unnecessary love is necessary. Love lives in desires and dies with the death of desires. Loveless life is like a burden. It is too troublesome to carry it on. Man is born out of love and lives in love. Man dies at the end of love. Love is the start, flow and end of everything. Where there is no love, there is no truth. Love satisfies both a lover and a beloved. All the pains of a heart wash away by a love draught. A successful love is the best tonic to end all sorrows and sufferings. Love protects a man from all frustrations. Love has an unparalleled power of creativity and an unlimited power of destruction. The love which makes a man tolerate in his wheels and engages him to welfare activities, is a great love. The real strength of love lies in it. A real love is never disappointed. No other feeling can make a man so much great, liberal and high thoughtful as love can. Every scholar has a special genius, and that genius is inaugurated by love. The great attraction of mankind towards life, natural consequences, beauty and love. Love and regard are to be presented alone. A real love wants to see his beloved healthy and happy, successful and without any suffering. This is the self-contentment of love. He who insults love, gets love no more in his life. Love changes a beggar to a king. He who is not loved, could not love anybody, is the most unlucky man in the world. He who gets love, gets nothing else in his life. He who gets everything in life, does not get love. Learn how to love, then you will be loved by everybody. He who loves himself, loves others as well. Love teaches man how to sacrifice. Integrity is helpful for success. Cowards cannot love. A gentleman can be a husband, but not a lover. He who understands criticism and praise equally is a lover. Love and fear cannot mix with each other. Without fear, love does not become intense. The heaven of love is reserved for the courageous people. Love becomes more speedy when it is obstructed, objected or criticized. Devotion is a kind of spiritual power which can melt a tiny matter and mix him up with a great matter. If one is attached exclusively to the aspects of the feelings of devotion and love which are related to enjoyment, weakness and perversion will result. There is power in it. In absence of this, mankind is led to disaster. If you spare urge for power, power will spare you as well. Where there is no power, there is no love. Narrowness brings meanness, and in a narrow and mean mind, there is no room for love. Both foundation of a house and a love are the same. They are to be made after a hard labor, burning in the sunshine and wetting in the rains. Carefulness is not a matter of heart only, but also a matter of power. To keep the flame of love burning, abundance of power is required. Where there is deficiency of power reserve, disinterest comes there automatically. Love is courage. A man having a good common sense cannot love. The ages of justification and love are not the same. A narrow-minded man's love is controlled by his wit. Love is always beyond good and bad. When there is a conflict between a heart and a brain, then you accept the heart. As a hearty man is far better than a clever man. When an emotion does not go forward for a suitable job and only is preserved and grow within oneself, reacts like a position. Its unnecessary initiative malfunctions our nerves and converts a workshop into a dance party. Love cannot be claimed. Love is gained by exchange of love. Love cannot be gained by crying for it. Love is for them who are courageous. Desire by devotion. Love sincerely. Fall in love by heart. When a love grows subconsciously, hatred grows after consciousness is revived, and when consciousness is passionless, love grows in subconsciousness. Why a beloved will come forward in absence of love. When a lover and a beloved are united, they can do many things. If you fall in love with one person, you will be happy. A good beloved can be won by a lucky man. Love is to surrender itself to somebody surely. But if somebody surrenders his love at his own will, there is no shame in it. Love does not justify suitability or unsuitability, as everything is acceptable to fire. The most important phenomenon of a man is his heart. Love grows at sight, by hearing, or by qualities of somebody. Lime is required to take petal, and a good quality is required to love. Love your beloved wholehearted by without thinking of return. As such, you will get a full peace, as in fact, you will get back what you have given. You cannot defend yourself without love. The world can be won by honesty and love only. Love is the second sun of the universe. Love is an atomic energy. Energy is generated from atom and goes back to itself. All the energy will come back to its source. If you love somebody, the love will come back to you. Love never goes in vain. It comes back with the numerous flows. Rainwater flows through a fountain and comes back to it. Love is a supernatural energy and is effective throughout the nature and is a natural instinct of all persons. Genuine love does not expect for any reward or punishment. If you give a tender notice for love, you won't get happiness or peace. tendencies for saving money and for love are not the same. If you want to love with an accurate calculation, you will surely be disappointed. Love does not succeed if there is any motive of benefit in it. A man cannot love anybody with a selfish motive. Love has no meaning, no measurement. Love does not step to the world of greed. Tragedy in love comes when two persons cannot accept each other as an independent person. When a person wants to force his will on another person, when wants to convert another person according to his choice, is a torture. Love is to live like your beloved. If you talk frankly, your beloved will never be dissatisfied. He who cannot be trusted, cannot be loved. The door through which distrust enters, love exits through it. When need stands at the door, love escapes through window. He who cannot be regarded, cannot be loved by heart. Not quality, a sense of equity is the most important factor of love. Regard is the foundation of a real love. Love means a deep feeling in regard. The strongest basis of love is equity. Mutual regard is required to keep a love alive. The love in which there is no mutual regard, is lacking mutual respect. That love is temporary, and that is not love but an illusion only. Love is neutral like the sun, and as such it is long-lasting. Love a little, but it should last long. If you can't tolerate some other's faults, you can't love her. If you love somebody, you are to accept her weaknesses. If you really love somebody, you can't forget her although she insults you, hits you or gives you much pain. If you love somebody, you are to tolerate her tortures. Love converts an ordinary man into an extraordinary one. The love in which there is no doubt, fear, worry, hide and seek, clash, conflict, light and shadow, is a love without charm. Love becomes tasteless if anger is not mixed with it, like chili in a curry. Mystery, secrecy and silence are necessary for love. In a romantic love, a bit mystery, a bit fog and a bit distance are required. Otherwise the love becomes monotonous. Affection becomes stronger if it is expressed secretly and solitarily. Expression of love varies from person to person. The show ends before understanding it. One cannot understand other fully. A lover can come back again and again with love, there the love is valuable, not the beloved. Similarity of taste and culture is the love. In the eyes of a lover, everything is beautiful. Mere attraction or sympathy is not love at all. Liking is not love. Somebody likes me but I love somebody else are two things, one is inward, another is outward. When your emotion faces you, you like somebody, and when faces somebody else, you love somebody. Satisfaction of enjoyment is there in a liking, but in love, there is an urge for sacrifice. Love is such, remains hidden, comes hidden, blooms hidden, and again falls down hidden. Its coming and going, act of making nest and entering in the home, are not seen and no sound of it is heard. Love is even tolerant, love is beneficent, there is no envy in it. Love never boasts, never becomes offensive. It is not selfish, not ill-tempered. Love is happy with work. Love is the desire for work for others. There is no real pleasure in our life except love and laugh. So if you want to live with the pleasure of life, you are to live with love and laugh. Our love changes with the change of our luck, there is nothing to be astonished in it. You are to love mankind, to be loved by them, to serve them and to be served by them. He who refuses to serve mankind, refuses the bondage of affection, is unlucky and makes human society poisonous. If you want to know about somebody, love him first. A great love cannot be exchanged, tiny loves are only exchanged. If somebody wants to win a love, he is to remain untraceable. Absence makes a love sharp and absence makes it strong. Separation makes a love closer, the strong union occurs though the distance of separation is full of efforts, alertness and an electric energy. A deep love does not pulls closer but pushes away as well. Separation for a short period deepens love and separation for long-term kills it. Love and separation are related like fire and wind. Separation puts off a weak love and strengthens a deep one. A love grows stronger when it is separated for some time. Don't go out of sight of whom you love. He who can love deeply, age is not a factor for him. Love is to be felt by heart, language is not required for it. Letter of heart can be read by eyes. Love is the friend of life and letter is the life of love. Language of a letter sometimes becomes a power and refreshes a distressed mentality. There is less problem in loving a known person. He who loves, is satisfied with the love itself, his love never depends on the misery or negligence of his beloved. Learn how to love, then your life will be full of love. Love is a reciprocal process. It is fruitless to worry for a love. Body, mind and head all can be sacrificed. But a love cannot be sacrificed. To get a heart, intelligence, sense, that is heart is should be sacrificed. A heart cannot accommodate other hearts if there remains one. Love is expressed by talking and behaviors. Outward exchange witnesses about the relation. If there is love in a heart, it will surely express itself outwardly. Mutual exchange of love enriches a love. A love grows without any cost, only with an exchange of sights, but it comes closer after its value is paid. Love grows by sincerity and service. A verbal love without any gift is valueless. Tell about mutual love several times a day. Emotion of love is above all emotions. Love means to be pleased by giving, it is not a calculation of taking. If there is not deficiency in a love, how the desire for getting something will grow. To gain love forcefully is foolish and insulting. In this world, there is only one way of getting love, and that is keep on loving without expecting anything. By love and care, flower can be grown even in a desert.